In task 7, you're asked to work out the areas of a few composite shapes. First thing you've got to note is that each of these shapes is made up of two different shapes. So make the delineation and then figure out how you can tackle it. Question 1, there seems to be a much smaller shape sitting on top of another one. Now that we're missing some of the dimensions, so what I'm going to have to do here, I'm going to nut out what that length of this side, the missing side here is. Now 6 and something gives me 9, so it'll be 3 meters. Now you'll see here that will then give me a little square on top of 2 by 3. Just re-sketch it, labeling. And I've got a larger shape, I'll just break it down, which is 6 meters in height. I'm not being given the width though. So I've got 6 there, and the width, well, I've got 4.5 and 2 there, so that must be a total of 6.5 meters. I'll call that shape 1, shape 2. The area in this instance is equal to the area of 1 plus the area of 2. 2 by 3 plus 6 times 6.5. Now this type of problem you can do straight up on your calculator. "45 square meters." Now please notice, before you tackle this, make sure you know the dimensions of the two shapes you're going to work with. I didn't do it in this problem, but I could have also tackled it in this way, dividing the shape up into two parts, A there and B there, and worked it on that basis. You may well have chosen to do that yourself. The first part of question 4, I've got a composite shape that's made up of a triangle on top of a rectangle. First thing I did was to draw a line breaking the two shapes up, and I've dealt with the two dimensions that I need. It's not 12 centimeters tall, it's 8 centimeters tall, or height and the base 9 centimeters. That therefore means the triangle there, 9 centimeters base and 4 centimeters tall. So the area is a half by 4 by 9. That's that top triangle, plus what looks like the base rectangle, 8 by 9. You can do it all in one go on your calculator. I'm using 1 divided by 2, and then adding the 8 by 9. Total 90 square centimeters. Key to success is to make sure you divide your shape up into two recognizable shapes. You cannot do this in one go. Show the dimensions and then work it through in two parts. Your calculator will do all the hard work for you. The second part of question 4, I've broken the shape up into two distinct parts. I have half a circle and then a whole rectangle. So that's 9 meters, 9 meters there. Very easy for the rectangle. Whenever we're dealing with a circle, we want the radius. And the radius is a half of 9, which is 4.5 meters. Setting this out then, the area is equal to a half of the circle plus the area of the rectangle. So that's equal to a half by pi times r squared plus the length times the breadth. Once again, I can put that straight into my calculator, remembering where the pi button is, and we can do it in one go. Gives me a total of 112.8 square metres. Please take time to look at this question. If you didn't follow it, it is towards the A end of the spectrum, but if you break it down and label everything, you can at least get some part marks for your